I look at this video and I'm like, what the fuck is that on my face? Those are the shadows of raindrops from my window. Hey, how we doing? I'm here at a rest stop in Maine, about 100 miles from my cabin. The plan was to pull over here and stop for the night and then head to the cabin in the morning, but I've kind of just discovered the flaw in my plan. That being that I tend to stay up until fuck all in the morning. Like 3, 4 o'clock. There was no way in hell that I'm gonna fall asleep. I didn't want to head to my cabin in the middle of the night because I've only been there once and not really familiar with the road. It is a long dirt road that I don't want to drive down in the middle of the night trying to look for my fucking cabin. So I kind of devised an alternate plan here. I'm just going to hang out at this rest stop until about 4 in the morning, and then I'm going to head to the cabin. Teratu. That's my name for my cabin. There's a whole, there is an explanation behind that, but I'm not going to, anyone who, paid attention to the creative works that I produced would know where it came from, but that is approximately nobody. So, yeah. All you really need to know is Teratu is my cabin. It's the 16 and 2/3 acres that I own in Maine. I feel like I'm kind of stammering here. I've been driving for 10 hours now. Yeah, so excuse you'll have to excuse it if I'm a little bit less than coherent. Got Hurricane Lee making its way up, and it looks like it might hit close to where Teratu is at. Just going to be checking in while I'm there and kind of playing it by ear. If I feel like I need to leave, I can do that, but I would really prefer, I'm probably going to try to stick it out there, but we'll see. Yeah, that's all that's really going on right now. Laying here at a rest stop at, it is currently 12:30. Figure I'll stay here for another couple of hours to kind of keep myself entertained. You can see I've got my laptop in here. I'm watching the Venture Brothers movie. I can keep myself entertained for the next, I would say 3.5 hours. If I leave here, it should take about 2 hours to get to Teratu. It should take about 2 hours to get there. If I leave here at 4 o'clock in the morning, I should get there just about as the sun is coming up. Maybe a little bit before, but I can wait a little bit. Wow, what else? Is there anything else? I don't really think there's anything else I need to say right now. I am headed for Teratu. I am on my vacation. I'm going to be making the first, or I plan to, I hope. I don't know what kind of shape my cabin is in because I haven't been there in a year, so we'll see. But if all goes well, I plan to make the first very minor improvements to it. I'm going to spray some grass killer in the vicinity of the cabin, kind of, get rid of the overgrown grass that's there. I'm also assembling what I call the creation station. It is a very small scale, call it a proof of concept for a power source for Teratu. And when I say small scale, I mean about 2% of my target production eventually, what I'm going to need to actually produce enough power to make the place livable. and about 1% of the, no, I'm sorry, it's 1% of the production and 2% of the storage capacity. But it's going to serve as a model. Eventually, I hope to, build a larger scale electric system. I want to have production at 10 kilowatts and storage at 50 kilowatt hours. Oh, God. What else? What else? Yeah, I think that just about covers it. Oh, and this, you're going to think I'm crazy or stupid or both. I do this for my own amusement, okay? And this is a character that a character of my own creation. Say hi to Eigel. Here he is. That's Eigel. Say hi, Eigel. It's really hard to aim the camera from this angle. Eigel, go sit over here. There we go. Let me spit easier. There we go. Say hi to everyone, Eigel. Hey, everyone's! I'm going to Teratu with Jason's. Fucking make fun of me. I'm not crazy. He's Teratu's secretary of everything. Yeah, see, Eigel, he wanted to be secretary of ice cream, but that's not a thing. So I named him secretary of agriculture because that was as close as we could get. But then I started naming all the other positions that were going to need to be filled, and Eigel volunteered for all of them because he's just like that. Eigel, secretaries of everythings. Yeah, Eigel's got a whole backstory too, but again, if anybody paid attention, they would know that. Nobody knows because nobody cares. So, fuck it. You don't know the story behind Eigel, you don't know, so you don't get to make fun of me for it. That's this is all keeps me entertained. It makes this whole thing more entertaining. Isn't that right, Eigel? Yeah, it's more entertaining. Oh, God. Yeah, I've got this whole my finger in the shot there. The creation station that I'm building is basically, it's going to be a desk with a charge controller, battery, and inverter that connect to a solar panel. It should be more than enough. Well, I don't know about more than enough, but it's going to run my laptop. The battery, I believe, right now is fully charged. Like I said, it's if we're talking about, the kind of energy that a household would use, again, it's like 1%. So nothing spectacular. If you want to, get some idea, to put it in the simplest terms for you, because production is 100 watts, storage capacity is 1.8 kilowatt hours. To put this in terms it's easier to understand. Imagine trying to keep your electric bill under, I would say, $1.50 for the month. Try to do that. Get back to me and let me know how it goes for you. That's about the production and storage capacity we're talking about right now. That's what this is capable of producing. Like I said, this is very small scale. It's just a proof of concept. yeah, I don't know. That should about wrap it up. Just documenting my whole my adventure here. Rest stop in Maine. Should be leaving for my cabin in about 3.5 hours. Leaving for Teratu in 3.5 hours. Should take about 2 hours to get there from here. Bye for now. Yeah, say bye. Bye-byes!